platform, there will be some research. Yeah. So, and post doing that, you will be able to click on the login options. The login options, the ID will be your institute email ID, and the password would be Crisil @123 with C capital. So I'll just wait for 1 minute. So with which, if everyone of you can just log into the platform, and then we can just start off with the demo session over here. Yeah. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, do we have to log in directly, or should we register first and then log in?
I believe all must be registered. So if not registered, I believe the librarian team must have sent us a list. Okay. So in that list, if I believe if you are registered, you will be able to log in, or else you must have received directly an email
Okay,
from in your email ID from product support at crisil.com, mentioning your login credentials. So that will be details of registration. If not, you can anytime reach out to us or librarian team as well to register you on the platform.
okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay, sure. So I believe if those of you are registered are just signed into the platform, logged into the platform. To start off with the demo, so this is basically the homepage of the platform, where you will be able to see the industries that are most recently updated on a FIFO basis, where automotive components is the most recently updated industries on the platform over here. Below to it, you will be able to see the trending topics. So the topics that are read most by the users of Crisil Research Platform across client base. That includes the future recruiters, institutes, banks, private corporates as well over here. On the right hand side, there is a short podcast type section. So if the analyst wants to update any specific note regarding any recent industry update, a short 2 to 3 minute podcast is being uploaded in a voice note type over here. Below to it is the news and impact analysis section. So I'll just take you through this in brief when we go on to any specific industry. So just to give you an overview, the news section will cover the most recent and latest news pertaining to any specific industry to industry wise, and impact analysis would be to any specific impact that has been occurred and that had impacted any specific industry over here. Okay. Going on to the bottom of the page, so research pulse is one of the most important section of the homepage. Why I say so? A reason being, here you get some of the key details of the macroeconomic indicators like the GDP numbers, CPI inflation numbers, 10-year GSEC rate, and the exchange rate. Also, you get detailing about the overall sector, overall revenue growth, what has been the past year, the current expected numbers, and the future forecasted numbers as well over here. And below to it, there are some key sectoral dashboards that are covered. So you get some quick key and quick insights about some of the key sectors. Also, a few 2 to 3 liner about the same, and also to the most bottom part of the this document, will you will get an idea of the capital markets review. So what has been the 1 month change, the 3 month change, and also the 1 year change over here of the current Indian markets and the global indices as well over here, and how the revenue growth has been then in the current and the future fiscals as well over here. And this document is completely downloadable. So on the top, if you can see just the download icon, you can very easily download the complete document over here. So this was a complete overview of the homepage. So starting on with the economy. So inside economy, you will be able to see this website is basically a microsite. So that means all the tabs that are given above can very easily be accessed very easily from directly click on read more, or let's say clicking on the economic trends as well over here. Okay. So starting off with the first tab, that is eco view. So inside EcoView, you will find a fundamental analysis of some of the key economic parameters like the GDP, inflation, etc., external as well, external sectors, inflation, money and banking, etc. So all these data points that are seen over here are updated on a month-on-month basis over here. So let's say if you want to just check key and quick data about the money and banking, you can very easily click on the same, get an idea. So what if the MPC's monetary policy rates have been recent had been kept unchanged during the current in current meeting in August 6th. So similarly, all the other data points are available over here. So inside each and every sections, there will be a about data points. Below to it would be charts and graphs where the source for the same will be mentioned. So if anywhere source, if Crisil is mentioned, that is part of the primary research, and if any other source is mentioned, that is also part of the secondary research as well over here. And lastly, you will be able to see R view or outlook. So R view will be Crisil's point of view on the above data points and the charts and graphs that are being presented over here. Similarly, you can see also for the currency numbers as well for all the other parameters as well over here. Also, if you want to download this complete document, on the left hand side, if you can see a hamburger type menu, you can just click on the same. There will be second last option of PDF generator. So once you click on PDF generator, there will be two options. One is to directly generate PDF or click on add more sections. So if you want to add any relevant sections as well or select or deselect anything, you can very easily do that and click on generate PDF. A complete PDF document will be downloaded over here. Going on to next, that is data and stats. So inside data and stats, you will find all the numerical data related to the economy, like the GDP, inflation that we had just seen in the previous tabs, that is inside economy. So let's say if you want to just check on the inflation numbers on a year on year monthly basis. So starting from the most past, that is Jan 2012, to bottom the most recent, that is June 2025. What has been the inflation numbers for all the different parameters as well, like the CPI, food index, CPI food and beverage, CPI general, etc., and everything over here. And all the data tabs available inside data stats can be downloaded in an Excel sheet. So on the top, if you can see convert to Excel, you can just click that and complete data will be downloaded in an Excel sheet over here. So first cut and third cut are some of the free reads. So let's say post the eco view is published on a month-on-month basis. So let's say the most recent eco view is published on let's say 20th of August, and post that any data needs to be published regarding the economy. The same is published in the first cut, and the third corner is some of the free reads. So where trade deficit was as an 8 month high, that is the most one of the recent article document that is been published over here. Similarly to third corner also falls one of the free reads where you can find similar documents available inside the first cut as well over here. Yeah. And inside economy insights, so economy insights is one of the section where a month on month one document is uploaded, and a whole topic revolves around that particular topic. So let's say in the month of August, the consumption trump card. So all the US tariffs that have been occurring across the globe are being one of the talking point. So whole document a whole note around the same has been published. So in this month's theme, the topic would be like the Trump card, so which had grown around 7.2% in the last fiscal, the household consumption, and how should we hold up? So the complete detailed overview of the same is being presented in the above document over here. Yeah. Yeah. So this being a complete overview of the economy. So any questions on the homepage and the economy section until we go on to the next tab? Anyone any questions?
Hi Deepam, this is
Yeah.
Professor Sibanjan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, in the data and statistics part, what is the range of the data? You showed us one statistics which
Okay.
ranged from January 2012 onwards
Yes, sir.
till the recent quarter or recent month.
Yes, sir.
Are we able to get older data than 2012 for
Uh,
any of this?
so currently we have the specific data points that are available over here. But for any older data, I'll have to check. But as of now, we only have the same current data. Past up to 12 or 15 would be the starting date. So 2012 or 2015 would most probably be the starting date. So let's say if I just click on let's say balance
I
of
understood. I
yeah,
understood that. This
yeah,
is like FY10
yes, sir.
onwards. So can we download data say FY00 2000 onwards? How do
So
we do that?
as of now, sir, you the data flexibility to download for the particular period is not there over here.
Okay, okay,
So you
okay,
will not be able to download the past data anywhere from the same over here.
okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, Deepamji.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I'm Professor Akash. So I have one confusion.
Your
Like,
voice is a bit low.
okay, okay, fine. Now it's
Yeah,
audible.
yeah. Now it's audible.
Actually, if I'm talking about the world development indicators like inflation, GDP, these data I can also access from that website. So there is any differences between this data or similar?
So, regarding the same, I would just like to mention. So, as I just shown inside inflation, here you get detailed data points on the same as well. So, which is fetched from the different websites. So, let's say if you just check on this, giving a just basic example of inflation. So, inflation, all the different data points are being covered from all the different data points. So, NSO and Ministry of Industry Commerce, the data points are being merged and the same are being presented over here. So, if any other data insights are being also presented, the same will also be inside other data points. So just give you a basic example. Inside economy, the all the same data that is available for the RBI websites or let's say NSO websites, the same will have to be presented here. There will be no let's say any adjustments or needs can be done. Okay. So for that same, the same similar data will only be available, but for let's say any specific industry level data where you get the operational index, any industry's operational level data, there are a few adjustments based on the Crisil adjustments that are done and the same are being presented over here.
Basically, in microeconomics data, there is no adjustments out
Yeah,
there.
yes, microeconomics, there will be I believe no adjustments that can be done. So whatever the economy presents, whatever the RBI presents, the same are being populated, and each and everything is populated on the single website where you can see over here. So let's say balance of payment, that is a different page from where you can get fetch all these data points. So where you can get from RBI websites only. Okay. So if you want to check about inflations you will get about from different websites as well. So all those data are being populated and presented inside the single data points in that data insights over here.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Deepam, can you show us one for the operational
Yeah.
sectoral wise?
Sure, I'll show that inside go the industry specific.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So I'll so just as of now, anyone I'll just go on to the industry if no one has any questions. Okay, sure. Then I'll just move on to the second part of the industry. So inside industry, we have coverage of around 77 industries, where I am both Gaya as subscribed to around 50 of those industries. So inside your logins itself, if anyone has just logged in right now, there will be few industries in the darker shade and few in the lighter shade over here. So the ones in the darker shade are being currently subscribed by I am both Gaya, and with which you will be able to see all each and every information inside that industry over here. Okay. So just to take you give you an example of one of the industry. So let's say if I just take financials banking as one of the industry. Okay. So similar kind of headers will be available inside each and every industry, like the outlook, event analysis, industry overview, profiles and PRs, and data and stats. Okay. And inside each and every industry there is an also an option of sector expert. Okay, where you can just click on contact the team. So if pertaining to any specific industry, if you have read that research report and have any queries related to that specific industry, you can anytime click on the same sector expert, mention the query that you have and click on submit, and automated email from your end will be sent to that specific analyst, and they will reply you based on the query that you might have over here. Okay. Just to start off with that industry, so inside industry as well, the industry updates are there on a quarter on quarter basis, and few industries are also updated on a 6 monthly basis over here. So banking being one of the industry which is updated on a quarter basis, you get complete in-depth information about the industry updates, starting from its summary, what are the advances, what are the deposits, what are being there, what is the overall growth of this specific industry as a banking industry as a whole in the coming fiscals as well over here. So you get complete in-depth information about this industry as a whole over here. So if you want to read in-depth data points about any specific industry, outlook review would be one of the go to go sections over here. Okay. And similarly, as we had just seen inside the EcoView as economy as well, this document is completely downloadable. So while clicking on the hamburger type menu, there will be an option of PDF generator. So inside PDF generator, you can similarly click on generate PDF or click on add more sections. So inside industry, a specific point would be like once you click on add more sections, there are few other sections like the industry overview and profiles and peers as well, which you can download directly by clicking the same over here. So around 20 to 30 page PDF document for the complete industry outlook will be downloaded directly over here. Okay. Yeah. Going on to next, that is outlook dashboard. So here there are different individual parameters for any specific industry. So those parameters are being compared on a trend line basis over here. So being banking as one of the industries, the few trend line parameters would include like the advances, what are the outstanding advances, deposits, what has been that retail, what has been the growth, public PSU banks, private sector banks, etc. So all those parameters are being considered on a trend line basis directly over here. Okay. So also if you want to add any complementary industry as well, so if you want to just check, let's say, just giving an absolute example of, let's say, two wheelers, I just want to also side by side check the dashboard parameters of two wheelers as well. I can just add the same and check the same directly over here in a trendline type basis chart. Okay. Going on to next, that is results corner. So inside results corner, there are two options that is available: results preview and results review. So results preview is basically future expected numbers of the quarter that will end, and results review is the future numbers of the current quarter that will just end over here. So of the results review will give you an idea of quarter 4 of 2025, what will be the results of the banking sector over here, and results preview will give you details about the quarter 1 of FY 2026 over here. So this will give you just an estimate of if there will be an estimated growth or estimated decline in that specific banking as an industry over here. And lastly, and most importantly, would be analyst PPT. So this would be one of the go-to-go sections for all the students. Just reason being, here you get complete data points in that banking industry in a graphical and pictorial presentation over here. So this will be a very much ready and go-to-go. This can also be very easily be used inside the research reports as well. So this giving a crisp analysis. So if let's say if you are just looking out for RBI's repo rate cut and the bank's enhanced liquidity profile, you get charts mentioning the same. And if you want complete data, you can very easily go back to that rview sections where you get the complete detailing data over here. So if you can just refer these two sections, Outlook rview and Outlook analyst PPT, you will get complete and in detail view of any specific industry which you are looking out for over here. Moving on to next, inside event analysis. So as we have just seen on the home page, there were two options: news analysis and impact analysis. So inside impact analysis, there were some the most recent news that was tariff regarding tariffs that US has implemented. So that had impacted banking as an industry and some of the few other industries as well over here. So a similar kind of note will be available inside, since banking was also impacted and other industries that are also impacted the same directly over here. So we'll get complete and detailed overview of how how the US tariffs had impacted banking as an industry directly over here. So this would be one of the great reads that if you want to have inside the impact notes over here directly. Going on to next, that is latest news and analysis. So if latest news and analysis, if there are specific industry related news, you will directly get the same, and once you click on read more, you will be redirected to that news news site from where the news is being fetched directly over here. Going on to next, that is industry overview. So industry overview would be for someone like me who is new to this industry and want to understand some of the key and basic parameters of this industry. Or let's say if I just want to understand how the banking as an industry works, what are the basic and key and basic factors, let's say, what is the other incomes that are being there inside the banking as an industries, what are the npas that are there inside the banking as an industry. So similarly all the key on basic parameters of these industries are being covered inside the industry overview segment over here. Also if I want to understand what are the risk profile factors as well, so inside every industry there is a short riscometer chart that is available. So just give you a simple example, if cyber risk and other operational factors. So if in futures there is cyber risk and other operational factors, so what is the risk, the risk that is mentioned is medium to high. So if in case the future there is a cyber risk inside banking as an industries, there is high risk that industry will be impacted over here, and the detailing for the same is mentioned in the below document as well over here. So what the cyber risk means and what are the recent attacks means over here directly. Okay. Going on to next, that is profiles and peers. So this is more of an industry level platform, but we have also tried to include few company level data as well over here, where the companies are being bifurcated over here as SBI and associate, nationalized banks and other scheduled commercial banks as well over here. So here you get a company level information as well. So let's say if I just click on one of the banks, that is Bank of India, you get a very basic information about the companies, that is the company's overview and background, some key companies portfolio mix, and also some operational parameters as well over here. Also if you want to check the financial data of that company, on the top there is an option of financial data. So simply if you can just click on financial data, you will be able to see the company's financials data as well over here, annually and as well as quarterly parameters as well over here. And similarly this complete data can be downloaded in an Excel sheet over here. So similarly, you can click on any other companies as well, which you would like to search for inside SBI Associates or let's say other scheduled commercial banks as well over here. Nextly, going on to the peer comparison tab. So peer comparison tab will give you just a basic comparison of any specific industry. So what has been that banking advances trends, or just a basic brief overview of any specific industry trend over here. Lastly, going into data and stats tab. So inside data and statistics tabs, the first option available is that is financial data. So inside financial data, the below parts that we can just see are similar to what we are just seeing inside the profiles and PR tabs. So if since I just click on Bank of India as one of the banks, so similarly if I just click the same over here, you will be similarly redirected to that same tab, where you get to see the annual and the quarterly financials for that bank. But the one differentiator inside the financial data are the aggregate financials that are available on the top of the page. So let's say if you want to check for the aggregate financials for let's say PSU banks or private banks, you can very easily do that. So where you will get an idea if there has been a growth or there has been a decline from the past year to the current year over here, and the companies included in the aggregate are being mentioned in the below page over here. Okay. And next, so as I was just mentioning on the operational data points over here, so here you will be able to get inside each and every industries there will be different operational parameters that are being covered. So similarly inside banking as an industry, you get some of the key operating parameters, so which is been populated from each and every bank's data, some of the key PSU banks data, private banks data as well over here. So complete this as I was just mentioning inside the economy, this majorly falls inside part of the primary research data that we just cover, where I think the source for the same is also mentioned as Crisil intelligence. So that is a part of the primary data where we populate data from some of the key data points that might be very much helpful for each and every industry as a whole over here. So you will be able to check the same inside data and stats operational data points over here. So if you want to just click on key operating parametrics or let's say performance of scheduled commercial banks as well over here, you will get an idea of the same directly over here. And lastly, ratings and distribution is one of the promotional tab. So data for the same is available on the different platforms over here. Yeah. Any questions, anyone?
We can move ahead,
Yeah,
Aditya.
sure, sir. So this is the complete overview of any specific industry. So let's say if I just take on one of the other industries as well. So just give you an idea of cement as an industry. So cement is one of the few more tabs where you get detailing inside monthly review outlook. So in some of the few industries as well, there is a tab of monthly review and outlook where month on month updates of that specific industry are also being mentioned over here. So you get what are the some of the key and recent price changes of an industry as a whole directly over here. Also inside the same industry there is an option of benchmarks. So this option is very much helpful for, let's say, some of the bankers, where they get an idea of what is the cost of a greenfield or a brownfield project. So if any new cement company is setting up of a greenfield or brownfield project and they are quoting certain price, so bankers will just get an idea if they are quoting an estimated price that is above or below the market price that is been going on around the same over here. So inside benchmarks they get a benchmark idea, so what is been the cost that is been going on around the markets as well over here. Okay. And lastly, we had also tried to inculcate decarbonization as one of the tab. So inside cement as an industry, decarbonization was a tab that was introduced, where India's goal of net zero target, carbon net emission zero target was being introduced. So what will be the steps being needs to be taken? What is the roadmap to the same? And this all the complete detailing of the same was being mentioned inside this decarbonization as a tab over here. So similarly, you will be able to see different kind of tabs inside the almost similar tabs, but few tabs will be added inside the other specific industry tabs over here. So you will be able to see different industries data inside the specific industry tab which you would like to search for over here. Yeah. Lastly, going on inside the company tab. So
Bipam, there was a question, I think.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There was a question from someone uh, in the comment box.
Just a second. I'll just check.
Others was asking, no? Others? You
Just a
can
second.
go ahead with your question.
Uh, Others, how can I contact the researcher? Yes, sir. So as I just mentioned, so let's say if you just clicked on, let's say, industry, I just select one of the industry. Let's say cement as an industry. Okay, so there is an option of sector expert. So if you want to connect with that research analyst, you can just click on contact the team, mention any query that you might have. Okay, so if you have any specific this industry pertaining any query, you can anytime mail. You can anytime mention the query that you might have and click on submit. An automated mail from your end will be sent to that specific research analyst over here directly. Okay, yeah, yeah, sure. Lastly, going on to the company tab. So inside company tab you will be able to access the company profile tab only. So inside company profile you will be directly able to search for that company. So previously what we used to do, we used to go on to that industry tab, and inside industry we would select any specific company from the profiles and peers tab. So but here you will be directly able to search for that company over here. So let's say if I just search on Bank of India, that we have just searched recently. So once I click on the same Bank of India, you will be redirected to the same inside Provides and Peers company profile tab over here directly. So if you want to directly search for any company, if you are not aware of the company which falls under which specific industry over here, so if the same is covered on the platform, you will be able to see inside the company tab, company profile tab over here. Yeah, yeah. So that's it from the presentation. So just wanted to also let you know. So on the bottom of the page, there is an option of contact us. So inside contact us, if you face any login related queries, any technical queries or any access issue related queries, you can anytime mail to myself or my team, product support at crisil.com. Okay. And if you have any data related any queries, so as I was just reiterating quite a few times about the sector expert, if you are not unaware about any sector that you are just mentioning, you can anytime mail to the client servicing team, that is client servicing at crisil.com. Yeah, yeah. So if anyone has any questions on the same, the complete platform, the homepage, economy section, industry section or the company section, anyone.
So, sir, in company data, how which kind of data they have provide, like some credit rating agency or credit rating, something like that. I want to know that.
No, as a so the inside company. So let's say if I just select on the company company view, you will be able to search for the companies that are being mentioned directly inside that industries as well. Industry only. Okay. So on the platform, we have coverage of companies that are only listed, and listed also being around 70 to 80% of that specific industry's market share over here.
So this provided only Indian data or other countries also?
Indian companies data only. So
Indian
Indian listed
countries.
companies data only. So let's say
Okay,
if I
fine,
just,
fine, fine.
yeah, yes.
So what are the variables?
Yeah, yeah, just showing that. So let's say some of the few international players are also being covered over here, but that would be only part of the Indian data that is available over here. Yeah, so let's say if I just click on Hyundai Motor India Limited, you will be able to see the company's overview, company's background data, some of the key companies' recent development mix, some of the new initiatives or regulatory developments that have been done by that specific company that is being over here. Also, on the top, you will be able to see the company's financial data. You can see the annual financials, quarterly financials, and also download the same if the same are available over here.
Okay. So how to download for the
Yeah,
multiple company context? Like I am not interested in one company because I
how
am
to
working
download
in
for?
multiple company with multiple year, basically panel data. So I am more interested like credit rating, history of a particular company, particular not like all Indian companies.
Okay, so for you will have to download individually only for any
So,
specific company which you would like to search for. So similarly, you will have to just, if I'm just searching for companies inside cars and UVs as in one of the industry, I'll have to come to that specific domestic players or international players. That is a different tab that is available over here. So let's say I just select, let's say, Ford Motor Company over here. So inside Ford Motor Company, I'll have to click on the financial data, and inside financial data, I'll have to click on convert to Excel. The Excel for the same will be downloaded over here.
so like some credit rating history is also provided by this database.
Credit rating history is not available over here. So this is more of an industry level platform. You will be able to find very limited data. So inside dating data and stats rating distribution,
Hmm.
there is a few rating data that is being available over here. But this is more of a promotional page. So where you will only be able to see what are the outstanding rating data is available over here.
Okay, so this is very limited data, I think.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So
So
subscription is not there or something
no, no,
like that.
no. This is nothing related to subscription. So inside data and stats rating distribution, just a promotional page that is been available over here. So for the ratings, we have a complete different platform altogether. That's why.
Okay, it's different.
So this is just a promotional tab where inside each and every industry similar to this. So let's say if I just we had just clicked on banking as one of the industry as well. So inside banking, if I just click on ratings and distribution transitions as well, you will be able to see the ratings of the universe as well. But inside outstanding ratings, you will be able to see the not the most recent, but you will be able to see the rating level details as well over here for those companies.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
what. Yeah, yeah. And others, how can we access the data for fixed income? So, sir, on this platform, you will be able to get major of the industry level data only over here. So for fixed income market, similarly, the different platform which covers the rating, the data is being fetched directly over there. The fixed income markets. So inside markets, which is also one of the promotional page, you will be able to only see what are the most recent equity markets ups and downs directly over there, but not of the fixed income market data points over there. So if you can just see, you will not be able to get fetch more data that is being updated on this platform. Yeah, yeah. Anyone else? Any questions? Yeah. If no questions, then we can just end the session over here. Anand sir?
Thank you, Deepam. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, everyone.
Hello, am I audible, Deepam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for your nice presentation in this weekend. Hope we will make another session very
Sure,
soon.
sir.
Okay,
Sure. Yeah,
wherever
sure, sir.
possible.
Yeah, you can do
I
let us know. Uh,
okay,
yeah, Webo, I think is Webo is the spot for the same. You can
okay,
anytime reach out to me or say Webo also for the same.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you very much, all the
Yeah.
faculty members, staff, and students for active participation in this session. Thank you very much. We are closing the session.